The sun is setting on the greatest city on earth. Another day is over in Philadelphia. We're here. Oh, well, that's not what I say. I go, here we are, Aramingo Avenue, going for a scoop. And guess where we're going? Guess what? We're not going anywhere. I'm just showing you places I used to work at. And I'm kind of curious about how many places I can say I worked at on one scoop. I have had over 60 jobs in my lifetime. You know, I don't stick around. I don't stick around much. Once I feel slighted, I quit. You know, you ever just quit? That's how I do it. I just quit. I usually give 2 weeks notice. The last time I did quit a job, I did not give 2 weeks notice because, quite honestly, I said, I don't care. I don't want this guy even talking to anybody I know. It doesn't matter. Let's not worry about this. So, although I may have not worked at these stores, I may have had done something in that industry. And, well, you'll it doesn't. Just sit back and relax. Let's get ready to get ready. Okay. There we go. Off-road scooting. This is the Aramingo Crossings. Aramingo Avenue. Something Gunner's Run is a history thing. I don't know. You guys have anything I'm talking about? Okay. So I have never worked in hardware, lumber. I never did anything like that. I manage video stores. I manage Hollywood Video, movie gallery, very, prestigious clientele. Walmart, I did not work for the company Walmart, but I did work inside Walmart. I worked for Tech Deck Skateboards. You ever see those little skateboards? I worked for that company. And I would go around and I would demonstrate how to play with toys in supermarkets. I mean, honestly, it's an ideal job for me. So I worked there for about 3 years. Then company layoffs were happening, so I said, "Listen, I can't get laid off. I got a family. I gotta get a job." I had a job. Layoffs did come, and I quit. So gave them 2 weeks notice. That was fun. I got to get a bunch of air hog helicopters, Bakugans. I had a lot of Bakugans. And you know what? I always, for Halloween, I would give out toy samples. And my boss thought I was a genius. He was like, "Oh, that's an amazing idea for marketing." And I was like, "Oh, I'm not marketing. I'm just cheap. I'm not buying candy. I'd rather just give away this shit. I got a bunch of it sitting in my basement." That's not what I said. I said, "Oh yeah. Oh, everyone loves it." Supermarkets, that's a Lidl, I don't know. There he is, right? Lidl. I worked for Acme and Superfresh. I did not work for Dunkin' Donuts. This is fun. This is dangerous. This is nice. Public storage. I did not work for public storage, but I did work for extra space storage and, the hell was the name? Smart Stop Self-Storage. Very depressing job. Very, very depressing job. You're selling people stuff at their lowest moments. I almost sold a guy. His mom was not buried, but her ashes were in the bin. I had to call him up, like, "Yo, cuz, your mom, I'm about to sell your mom for $32. Your mom's about to be on a reality show." Let's see, Home Depot, no, we talked about that. ShopRite, yeah, we did Acme. Fast food. I did not work in fast food. Why do I keep answering it like that? Over here, I did work. What is this? There used to be a Hess Gas Station here. Oh, this is chaos and anarchy. Uh-oh, there they are. Rebels. So yeah, there used to be a Hess Gas Station here. I worked there for a few months. I threw a keg party inside my booth, and I think I got fired. You know, you can't throw a keg party inside the booth. It wasn't a keg party, it was a beer bubble party. No, I don't think I worked for Taco Bell. I did get hired by Jiffy Lube, and I just never went to work on the first day. I just didn't feel it. I didn't like the interview process. The guy was kind of, I don't know. I don't do good with very high testosterone-driven jobs. You know, I don't want to talk about 86 Camaros. I don't know anything. You know, let's talk about the 86 Mets. That's fun, right? My buddy used to work here. There used to be a pet store. I think it was called Paul's. And he had the thing to change the letters to make the signs. And I made the sign once say, fresh dog shit, 10-pound bags, $20. Fresh dog shit. I was very smart. Let's see. Wow, that bang. Whoa. That thing popped up quick. Wow, goddamn. That was fast. There it is, Popeyes. Did I work at fast food? I worked for All Bon Pan. I worked there for one day, if that counts. Yeah, I guess it does, right? I filled out a W-2. Okay, so we're getting the locations I used to work at. Let's go. Let's ziggity zag. Uh-oh. Woo! Dirty Dan angle crossing. What do you think of that? I don't know what Dirty Dan is. That guy looks like Dirty Dan. Made me think of Dirty Dan. Okay, here we go. Uh-oh. Dabba dabba. Over here. Wild crab. It was the Italian kitchen, the Italian oven, the Italian something. Anyway, I worked there for about 2 weeks. I just didn't work out that well. You can't. I wasn't good at it. Oh, Modell's is in the corner. I interviewed for Modell's, right? And they do this crazy thing where they check your credit. And like if you have and my credit was good at that time too. And they were like, yeah, we can't hire you. Your score's under 700. I said, yeah, it's Modell's. And they're out of business, so whatever. Rent-A-Center. I almost worked for Aaron's. Almost. Burlington Coat Factory used to be Toys R Us. I worked for Toys R Us, and I also worked in that Toys R Us when it was Toys R Us, when I was working with the Tech Deck company. So look, see, isn't that? So yeah, I quit the toy company, and I said, you know what? I'm going to go with a company I know that's going to be around forever. I'm going to work for Toys R Us. And that's Burlington Coat Factory, because Toys R Us no longer exists. Shoppers World used to be Acme. I worked there for about 3 weeks. I worked there. I don't know, something I don't remember what the story was. I think I was hired for a deli position, but they had me out here getting shopping carts like a jabroni. And I said, so I went to the union, and they said, you're not even in the union. You only been here for 3 weeks. I said, well, this is what they hired me for, and they got me doing this. And then I quit. Uh-oh. I used to be a Kmart. I never worked for Kmart. Uh-oh, what's going on here? Oh, boy. Oh. Port Richmond's garage. The old Kmart parking lot. Let's see. Pretty much you could run the entire neighborhood. Oh, my very first job is right here. I'm like, I can't think of where any of my jobs are. And as soon as I turn a corner, I go, oh shit, you worked here. I worked at a lot of places. I'm bipolar. And I was also a big drunk, so I wasn't a good employee at a lot of places. Or I was good in periods, but then I would get, you know how it goes. So anyway, that used to be Harry's Luncheonette. Uh-oh. And I worked for Harry's Luncheonette for one week. And I would go in here and I would sweep up the floors and mop the floors. Matter of fact, if you look up there, you can see Harry's, where the sign used to be. I saw a picture. It's in some garage in Fishtown, I think, or Port Richmond. It's in a garage. I saw a picture of it. I was like, oh, that's cool. That was a little part of Port Richmond. So anyway, I worked there for a week. I broke my arm, and I couldn't work there. So that was my first job. I worked there for a week. Broke my goddamn arm. There you go. You see here? This is Nativity BVM Church. Now, I didn't work here, per se. Well, no, I got paid. I was an altar boy at this church. I was like the captain of the altar boys, if that was such a thing. I was like the reliable one. Because I always had to go to church every Sunday. So, yeah, this is the church where I was an altar boy at. And that was my grade school. And I just remembered, I was a Sunday school teacher for like a year or two when I was a kid. Which got me laid so much. Oh, you're a Sunday school teacher? Oh, come here, make out with me, 14-year-old Sunday school teacher. But that's when I was going through my priest phase. I was going to become a priest. Yeah, this is my old church. Let's do it. Where are we going? Let's be respectful. And yeah, so when I was an altar boy, I would have to, this is where you had to clock in at. Go down there and see the Malone brothers, Joe and Ed. Is it Joe and Ed? Still the same door. Oh. Still the same door and everything. And, you can still smell it. Isn't that weird? It's so weird how places have a smell. I don't know. I have this... I don't know. Certain smells just make me think... Oh, no, I was just taking a picture of that bell. Please, let me through. I'm sorry. Oh. No, it was just me. Yeah, I was just taking a picture of that bell.
Oh, are you the guy that does the YouTube videos?
Yeah, it's me. Thanks, man. So anyway, I worked there. Uh-oh, I almost got locked in Nativity BVM. All right, we're at 3 bars. Oh, we gotta go down here. I work down here. 1, 2, 3, 4. So here I am. Let's see. Yes, I was a Sunday school teacher for about 2 years. I associates, no. I was never a bartender, but I do have my bartending license. Which, you know, I never really even used. I almost worked for a company that sold headstones, but they pay minimum wage and commission, and that scares me, right? Commission scares me. I much rather, I honestly would make $200 less at jobs, just so I knew money was coming. Uh-oh, that's a nice song, I like that. Want to see a cool mural? Uh-oh. That's my old baby, that's my doctor's office. Father and son's home remodeling. I worked there for a day, it was like a telemarketing place. You call people to see if they wanted like windows or shit or something like that. I had a few telemarketing jobs. You can only do that for like a little bit because people are just assholes and they'll kill you. They just yell at you. I can't get yelled at all day. This Sunoco, I worked here twice. I worked at the Sunoco. My first term, it was a full service pumps right here, and I was the full service pump guy. I would pump your gas, and then I moved on to bigger things, and I worked the midnight shift, and then during the midnight shift, I would go play basketball at Montcabbage Playground. Me and my one buddy would take shifts. He would nap an hour, and I would go play basketball. Isn't this fun? So if you notice, I'm working high-level jobs here, you know. These are mostly childhood jobs. Not with Toys R Us, that's an adult. Uh-oh. We're gonna yabba dabba. We gotta go down Thompson Street because I worked in the yarn mill. I worked in the yarn mill twice. How many jobs have you gone to twice? Let's see. I did Sunoco twice, Inner Search, which was a telemarketing thing. I think I did that 3 times. They hire anybody. You would just quit, and then if you needed a job for a few weeks, you go back. And they don't even know. It's such a... Well, it doesn't matter. It's not open anymore. So anyway, Inner Search. Let's see. I was 2 times, 3 times. I worked at... that Sunoco, the yarn mill, Aunt T and Me Deli. I think I got fired from them 2 or 3 times. Uh-oh. Holy God. If I wasn't paying attention, I could have hung me. Good Lord. And then there was people like, oh my God, what's the message? Why did they hang that YouTuber? They did it. It was just scoop. Uh-oh. There you are. So anyway, I worked at this yarn mill right here. Worked here 2 times. Once they hired me when I was under 17. Or no, I was under 16. I was 15 years old. And they said, hey, you can't work here. You're too young. I worked there for a day. You're too young. You can't work here. Then I came back, and I worked there for 4 days. And they were just really mean people in there. There were like these... It was like it was a bunch of Polish women that worked in there, and then there was like 4 or 5 like white guys. I don't know, just like not regular. That doesn't, you know what I mean? Just working class guys. But they were like the most meanest guys. They were so racist to the Polish ladies, and I was like, but these are like, there were so many of them. I don't know why they didn't like swarm and take over. And well, it's not Attica. Let's calm down. Look at this sign though. I was going past this the other day, and I was thinking, well, that's not going to be around. I was around forever. I think it was white behind there. Oh, how long are we going right now? 18? We'll finish up at 18. You go down here, right? Let's see. Any more jobs? Oh, I worked at Perry's Pizza. You know what? I'm not even going to show you where it is. But he did me dirty when I was a kid, so I'm not even going to show you where his business is. We're not going to shop there. For Perry's Pizza, he hired me one day. He goes, oh, you know, you just work for me for a day. We'll see how it works out. So I kept myself busy. The one guy, the driver, said, just keep yourself busy. He usually hires the kids that keep themselves busy. So I was doing good. I was polishing the ashtrays and shit, you know, doing all kinds of stuff. And then at the end of the shift, he goes, nah, I don't need you. I said, oh, Mr. Perry, please, I just want to try. And he goes, no. And then I found out, so I made a video about that a few years ago. And I found out he did that to a bunch of kids. By the way, it's pizza shit. I'm just saying. Just my opinion. I enjoy Tony's pizza. If I want to buy a 40 of malt liquor, I guess that's where I go to Terry's. I guess that's what he does do. He sells beer. Oh my god, you spiteful fuck. Shut up. Alright, so this is Aunt T and Me Deli, which it's not Aunt T and Me Deli anymore. Every time I go in here, for some reason I feel the need. I have to tell these guys I used to work there, so I stopped doing that. But yeah, Aunt T and Me. This was the water ice window where we used to sell water ice from. Wow, this is really horrible looking now, but yeah, that's the old store. And then they sold water ice there, and they sold like lunch meat. You get your lunch meat and your tickets, your like lottery tickets, soda. The corner store. It's a corner store with personality. That's what I used to go. Never used to be like the Italian lady behind the counter or the Polish lady. Corner store with a personality. Now, you know what? I gotta document this if I can. I think they're gonna block this in. Oh shit! Someone's in here. My very first kiss was in there. Oh, it looks like it might stay open. Oh, I don't know. So anyway, my very first kiss was in that thing, in that little section in the schoolyard, and the portables up there where we used to play stickball, and it looks like that stuff might be going away, so I'm going to get in there and document it. But every time I go by, there's people working. Uh-oh. Oh, it's a quiet block. Glad I moved off this street. It's the block I grew up on. Yeah, Aunt T and Me Deli, I worked there I think 3 times. They were neighbors of mine. We both lived on that block on the end street. And I think the last time I got fired by Aunt T and Me, I got fired in my own living room of my house. I don't know how many of you can say that you were fired in your own living room, but I was fired in my own living room. Isn't that nice? And I still love it. I love that lady. Well, Aunt T's no longer with us, God rest her soul. But, Mary Ann, we're still friends on Facebook. This is Stokely Playground. I never worked here, but I performed here. I was the lead singer of the world-renowned punk band Public Urination. And, we performed here a few times, and the one time we performed there, we started a riot. Uh-oh. So, yeah, so I started a riot in this part. That's good, right? And, I think that's it. I think we did a lot of jobs. I think that's enough. And that's just this neighborhood. I don't know how many jobs we saw, but it was fun. It was fun. So, hey, if you like this video, do me a favor. Hit the thumbs up, and while you're at it, hit subscribe. Don't forget to check out my merch. My merch is fire. I think I smell a fire, to be honest with you. Oi! And, uh-oh, hey, how you doing? God, stop saying no, it was me. Hey, I saw you. I saw you. I saw you. Don't need to see. Uh-oh. What we're doing. Rest in peace, Dirty Dan, right? Dirty Dan used to be this guy. Well, I called him Dirty Dan. A lot of people called him Giddy Bop, Cuz. There was a few other names for Dirty Dan. And anyway, he passed away recently. Rest his soul. God rest his soul. Alright, well, make sure you hit like and subscribe. And I'll see you later. Toodles!